Excuse me, Flo? Like the TV show? Okay. What's your soup du jour?
It's the soup of the day.
That sounds good. I'll have that.
Hey, it's time for soup du jour,
Also known as
is to say
the soup
it's the soup of the it's the soup of the day.
It's the soup of the day.
It's the soup of the day, which is soup du jour. It's the soup of the day. And to get us started here, we need to tell you who we are and why
what the heck we're doing.
Why we're here with PromoCorner. We're so happy and excited. We're not sure why they reached out to us.
Some things we'll never know.
They did. And they might be sorry after they see this video. But you're probably wondering who we are. Maybe you know us, maybe you don't. I'll introduce my daughter. This is Cola. And she and I have known each other all her life. And it's been we go way back. So it's been a great relationship. And we work together. We own this business together, Soul and Swag. Not sure you can see that in the video. That's our big ampersand up there behind us. And I think she's the most beautiful, wonderful business partner, intelligent person that walks this earth. And I get to be her mom and work with her every day.
Whoa.
I know.
That's why I usually go first.
Yeah.
Because you always say such awesome things. Well, this is my mom, not my sister, as some of you have mistaken before. That's always fun, Mom. Fun for you. But this is my mom, Angie. And yes, we are a mother-daughter duo that owns Soul and Swag right here in the great state of Nebraska. I know some of you have never been here, but I keep telling you, you can come visit anytime you want.
I think isn't the center point from coast to coast is like Kearney or something like Clear.
Just south of there, something
just south
like that.
of there.
We are in the middle.
Some
Stop flying
don't
over
know.
us. Come see us. Come visit us. Anyway, back to the video and what we're doing here. So our goal with Soup du Jour that we'll do every month is to inspire, to educate, hopefully make you laugh a little bit, maybe give you some useful and useless knowledge.
Probably.
But the kicker is we want to hear from you too. We want to be educated, inspired, all that
We're
useless
learners.
knowledge. Yeah, we want to hear it from you too.
We're not experts. We're learners.
So let us know. Whatever you have, whatever you want us to talk about, you have some fun thoughts to send our way, please do it. Every time, we have to kick it off with a beverage. Because that's just how we roll.
That is.
Soul and Swag.
That is. This is not above the bar. This is soup du jour, which is the soup of the day. And we have a very, very special person. It's, I don't know about you guys, but here in our studio in Omaha, Nebraska, we have a mixologist that makes all the drinks.
Cocktails for us, and then she mixes up great ideas for our customers.
Oh, good one.
See what I did there?
Awesome.
All right,
So,
Jackie,
come on over to Colin and
have
tell
for
us, what do you have for us there?
Oh, well, gosh, hello. I have a lovely cider old fashioned. You know, 'tis the season.
Oh, my.
So here you go. There's some,
Thank you.
obviously, cider, whiskey, and a little bit of garnishes in there.
Oh boy, and I'm not a whiskey drinker, so we'll see how this goes over.
This is the soup of the day then.
It sure is.
It
Maker's gonna make, you know.
Oh, I love it. And there's probably makers in here.
There is.
Oh
There
my
is.
Gosh.
Enjoy.
That's how things roll here. Thank
Thanks,
you,
Jackie.
Jacqueline. Oh, well, cheers. Let's try
Cheers.
this old
Let's give it a
fashioned.
shot.
Cheers to you guys.
Oh,
Now, you don't like whiskey.
no, but it's very nice.
See,
Very
I thought
smooth.
maybe. Well, and when you have a mixologist who can do things magically like Jackie does. Do I still have to talk, or can I just
All right, so that's
take
it.
this?
All we're doing is
Thanks for
making
joining
drinks.
us.
We do have some fun things planned, and I think we should just stop talking
I think
about
we just need to get right into it.
and we just got to make it
hop
happen.
in. I like to call this question time. So I'm going to just ask a question to Cola, and we'll see what she says. So Cola, in these tumultuous times, how is it that you maintain yourself with so much joy?
Well, you know, there's a lot of people that are just a lot. And so every day there's a lot of stuff that happens that just sometimes sucks. And so at the end of the day, I just really still to try to be really happy and grateful, because even though there's lots of idiots, there's always something good in every day. And so I just do that. And then I also like to have a cocktail.
Well, I guess what we have here is a little pang-wangler, wouldn't you say?
I'm sorry, what is a pang-wangler?
Well, dear,
Did you
I
say
suppose...
pang-wangler?
Pang-wangler? I don't know who doesn't know that word. Maybe
don't.
It's okay. I will explain it to you. Perhaps what we'll do is have a word of the day.
I mean, okay, that's fine.
Look at this. It's written right here. It's a pang-wangler.
Pang. Like
Yes.
pang, like ping pong. And
I
then
see it has
pang.
my name in here twice. Ange and Ange, but it's a pang-wangler because what that means is you deal with pain, but you have a smile on your face. You know a pang, like a hunger pang.
Still no. I literally have never
Well,
heard that
I'm
word in
sure
my life.
all my listeners out there will know what a pang-wangler is after this. It's when you have a lot of pains in your life, like we sometimes have with 2020, or a customer that doesn't like us for a day, or a shipment that doesn't get delivered, or we don't know what to do with all of our products. And we have a pang-wangler because we just smile and we deal with it.
So
You're one
you're
of
telling me
those.
that this word is actually in the dictionary.
I believe it is. I don't know. I haven't looked, but probably in an urban dictionary of sorts. It's a very old term. I think one should know what that is. But cola is a pang-wangler, I would say.
I mean, okay, I guess.
That's
cool.
not just the whiskey talking.
Well, I thought I would also ask you a question. And I just wondered, like, there's a lot of distractions that happen in everyday life, but especially here, like in the studio, a lot of people come in and we don't know who they are. So why don't you share about one of those experiences of a distraction and like what you do to try and derail that from your focus?
Well, it is hard to focus sometimes. Intention and attention are difficult to mesh together when people keep walking in the door. I did have an incident that happened a few weeks ago, and the only other person here was Jaqueline. I was outside by my Jeep getting ready to leave to go to a networking event when suddenly out of nowhere a man comes approaching me and he's walking like a disgruntled pelican. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what he said behind his mask, and on he went into my studio. I was trying to change my shoes because when you go to a different event, you don't wear the shoes you've had on all day. You put on beautiful shoes.
Oh, totally. Right.
I came in and I asked Jackie what had happened, and she said he was looking for the bathroom and he was in our bathroom, so I just waited, as I should, and then he comes out and he leaves, tells Jackie that our bathroom light isn't working, and Jackie said he better not have done something in there.
Done something? Like, what do you...
I went to the bathroom, to my beautiful, beautiful bathroom, and all over the floor were piles of shit everywhere. All over the floor.
I'm sorry. Like,
Had walked right into the door, and I ran. I ran as quickly as I could to the door to look at, to find this human being who would poop in my studio, and he was nowhere to be seen.
Ew.
Nowhere to be seen. He came from nowhere, and he left to nowhere. I believe it was 2020, disguised in a mask as an ugly old bald man who came in here to poop all over my studio. I was gagging. It was terrible. And I gagged and I cried and I put on a mask and I put on rubber gloves. It was hideous. And I had to clean the entire studio. There was even poop by the bar. It was everywhere, and he'd walk out with it on his shoe. It was horrible. These are the things we have to face sometimes. I'm not kidding. He literally shit right here in our studio.
That's like totally disgusting.
It was awful.
And you had to clean it?
I cleaned all of it up, and now people don't even want to use that bathroom because they think there's leftover aura of the
Well, yeah.
masked
that's
poop
gross.
man. I don't even know. These are sometimes things we have to face. But as you know, Cola, when I have these things happen in my life, and I do have a bit of a toilet seat around my head, occasionally that happens. You get shit on. But you just smile and you don't give up. You just go on with your life and you go on with your day, and you know that things will always get brighter.
Wow. That's like super inspirational.
Okay.
Well, we thought it'd be fun to bring that story to you with a little different personality to it, but it was real.
It really happened.
That was a real story that happened
Sometimes you get
in the studio.
pooped on, and it just happened only a few weeks ago, and you kind of sit in awe, and when you tell the story, and even when you hear yourself tell it again, you're like, what did happen? Why did that happen? And
Why?
what?
Why do people poop on your floor? We will never know the answer. We'll never find that.
I'm not telling you like they couldn't help it and it ran all over. I mean, it was literally like poop everywhere, and I was.
Can we stop? Please?
Anyway, those things happen, and when they do, you've got to realize that there's going to be these moments that happen, and sometimes they're really severe, like that was. And then sometimes they're really small, but we make them into a big deal.
We'd like to hear from you too. So I know every one of you every day has distractions. And so what do you do to kind of combat those distractions and stay focused and still get your work done? And then also, what brings you joy? It's one of my favorite questions. And
the self-care market for 2020 currently is at $250 billion because there's that many people trying to find ways to take care of themselves or do whatever they can for their mental health, which is so important. The good news is there's a very, very short distance between tears and laughter, and you can get relief from both of those. So it's okay to let the tears flow and all of those types of things. I think you got to feel everything. You got to let it all come in, and then you got to process it. But at the end of it, you got to let the joy return. And that's something that we try to do all the time. And we do a lot of it. Most of it is with humor. And like I said, if you can laugh, not just maybe, hopefully you were laughing with us just a little bit, but that you're laughing at yourself. Also, another thing is we will have a word each time we do an episode. And Pangwangler is a real thing. I didn't make that up either.
I had no idea.
Yes.
So my mom likes to come up with words, as my husband says, but
I don't make them
she
up.
has these words that no one knows what they are, and so she's going to try to bring one every week and see if I've heard of it before.
Which
and
is
the
why I
answer's
think
probably
I enjoy Moira from Schitt's Creek, because she's always saying all of these words. Some of them glamorous,
outrageous
and some of them
things.
don't seem, but they are real, and I enjoy that same thing. Cool. I think this was fun. I enjoyed,
Cheers.
and I love Jackie. Thanks for the SoopDuhZhoor. The soup of the day was
Delicious.
perfect. We love it, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of SoopDuhZhoor.
Cheers.
Cheers, Flo.